Close sports bulls. Nancy Armour and Steve DiMeglio discuss the early storylines emerging at Augusta National, where Jordan Spieth leads after the first round. USA Today Sports. Sergio Garcia put 5 balls in the water on the 15th before finally notching an 8 over on the hole. Photo. Rob Schumacher. USA Today Sports. Tom Weiskopf said he was listening to the radio broadcast of the Masters while driving home from a doctor's appointment Thursday when Sergio Garcia made a 13 on hole no. 15. He gambled and lost. Weiskopf said. Augusta won. Few know the feeling like Weiskopf does. Very few. With his 13, Garcia joined Weiskopf and Tommy Nakajima as co-owners of the record for highest single-hole score recorded at the Masters. Asked what he would say if he bumped into Garcia, Weiskopf, 75, chuckled and replied, "What? You didn't get the memo." The gist of the memo. Played things smart. Certainly smarter than Weiskopf played things in 1980, when he shot a 13 on hole no. 12. Which took place 2 years after Nakajima made a 13 on hole no. 13. I was really upset because it was stupidity. Weiskopf said of his 13-shot misadventure during which 5 balls ended up in the water. But something like that, it becomes more embarrassing for Garcia, because he's the defending champion out there. More Masters. Brennan. Tiger Woods shoots unspectacular 73 in Masters first round, but it's still a success. More. Jordan Spieth shoots 66 to lead Masters opening round by 2 shots. Weiskopf, who won the 1973 British Open and 16 PGA Tour events, provided a detailed shot-by-shot account of his own 13. But he said no PTSD symptoms were triggered when he listened to Garcia's 13-shot debacle. Good God, no. Weiskopf told USA Today Sports by phone from his home in Montana. I don't like to be one of the 3 that is always going to be mentioned as making the highest score on any hole, but it sure doesn't haunt me. With that in mind, Weiskopf said he knows what he'd say to Garcia once he got past the joke about the memo. That is, forget about it. Weiskopf said he'd tell the Spaniard, "It's no big deal. Hold your head high. Go out there and shoot a good round. Give it your best." Then Weiskopf said he might tell Garcia his favorite story about the 13 in 1980, when the gallery included his now former wife along with good friend Tom Culver, who Weiskopf said was notorious for pulling out used golf balls on holes with water. "My wife is in tears and the gallery was in shock," Weiskopf said. "There was mostly dead silence. And Tom Culver says to my wife, 'You don't suppose he was using new balls every time, do you?'" Single quote. Follow Peter on Twitter at JoshelPeter11.